European Union project that the citizens were not informed about, nor asked an opinion about.
Okay, well, so check this out. We have several people who have asked to speak, ask questions. Number one is, please keep it brief, Judith, and then the man in the white shirt. Yes, I noticed it. Yes.
What can the politicians who are seeking to silence our silence gain or avoid from appeasing Muslim fundamentalists and Sharia followers? And the second question, if we refuse the company of a hijab or a niqab, then we're accused of racism. But when Muslims in most European countries ask for the removal of Christian signs like Christmas trees and crosses, why are they not accused of racism?
The first question was hijab and, first question was...
Why the politicians?
The politicians, yes. One simple question, one simple answer. Money makes the world go round. And the old generation of politicians will do anything for money, sell their souls and the souls of their voters. So, and also Eurabia, of course. You know, the selling of the European population, and I'm putting this very simply now, you'd have to look into Badior's work on Eurabia, which is basically silence of the European and immigration, Arab immigration into Europe for an unlimited supply of oil. So it's all, you know, connected, intertwined. Money. Bottom line, it's money. The second question was the accusation of racism. That is a very philosophical question, and we could probably debate this until tomorrow if we had a lot of beer to go with it. But again, the problem is within the European Constitution that criticism of religion equals racism. So it's our laws that cause that, and you don't have these laws in Muslim countries. It's as simple as that, I'm afraid. Again, the European Union is silencing us. I hope that answered your question, without the philosophical aspect of it.
Well, thank you. There's a man in a white shirt there.
To what extent do you view the process and how it's conducted against you as part of the punishment inflicted upon you by the government?
I didn't catch the first part. How?
In what extent? To what extent do you view
the trial?
The trial and the process concerning the trial as part of punishment?
It's absolutely punishment. I shouldn't have said anything, and I did, and now I have to suffer the consequences. And basically, it's also the destruction of the trying to destroy me as a person, my reputation, my personal finances. I would have lost my job already had I not been self-employed anyway. So you can't really kick me out. But you know, if you have if you have another person who has a family to support and a job that needs to be kept in order to support the family, you can't do that because people are kicked out. So it is punishment. Do not speak about Islam and you will keep your job, basically.
Thank you. It is the gentleman there with the beard. I happen to, yes.
Where else? Okay. My name is Albert.
Just a moment.
Yes, thank you, Elisabeth, for a good speech. I have a question. I'm Albert Jansen from the Netherlands. I wonder, it's not your case. It's not Geert Wilders' case. It's a pity he's not here. He could not be here today. In what way can we all, because it's our case, in what way can we all support each other in kind of cases. Is there any cooperation between you and Geert Wilders in supporting each other?
Two questions here. How you all can work together to help this. Not all of you need to go stand trial now. I can tell you the experience is something that you can do without in your life. But what you can do and you must do, and I also mentioned that to the judge on Tuesday, is, because she tried to accuse me of inciting hatred by telling people go out and kill people, I said, you need to educate people. You need to go out and tell people that there is a book that calls, has 200, Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, about 200 calls to violence against infidels, non-Muslims, approximately, about Sharia law, and I think that is the single most important thing, that Sharia law must be unacceptable in a free society that calls itself the European Union, or whatever you want to call it. Sharia law will always be unacceptable. Every single part of Sharia law is unacceptable because we have our local laws, secular laws. There is no room for religious law, any religious law. And I actually told the same words. I spoke those words in the courtroom on Tuesday. I said there is no room for that. Because I'm being accused for saying these words. I'm being accused for saying no to Sharia law. I mean, it's ludicrous, but anyway. And I hope that answers the first. Education, learning about Sharia law. Okay, that is the single most important thing. Everything else is unpleasant enough, but we must only accept secular law. The second question was whether Geert Wilders and I are in contact. Not as close as I would hope to be, but I heard that he's in a bit of a crisis situation with his government today, which means he cannot be here with us today. And I'm sure that he's also extremely busy because of his trial, which I think resumes early next year, as I was informed. And I'm sure that one of these days our paths will cross again. And I'm sure he's keeping up with my trial as well, because, it's almost the same thing, except that he's a politician and I'm merely a housewife. An outspoken housewife.
We have 4 more questions, and no, you're not first. First Bjorn, then it's Arthur, then it's Jette, and then it's Roy. That will be the end of it.
Elisabeth, we stand with you on this. In terms of your defense, are you planning to try to prove that the truth is allowed, or that the law is barbaric and should be struck? Please elaborate if you could.
I'll try to elaborate, but remember, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a housewife. We are trying to prove that what is written in the Koran is evil and incites other people to hatred, but it's certainly not me as a person. It's not I who incites to hatred. The law itself, we all know that it's stupid and it's dangerous and it doesn't allow for freedom of speech, but that is a path we cannot take at the moment because we are not ready to do that. The Austrian government is not ready to do that and unwilling. There's no way we will be able to get rid of the law. So the only thing we can do is we need to win this case to strike at the heart of Islam, basically. So that's the way we're going. That's the way I defended myself, by proving every single statement that I made with the help of primary Islamic sources. And that was tough enough on the judge. And strangely enough, the Islamic community in Austria has been silent. Not a peep from them. Nothing. So I hope that answered your question. The hate speech